We cannot be selfish and believe that we have time. We cannot believe that we have time and be selfish. We have to be Christ-like and selfless. That's the right thing to do. That's what Jesus taught, right? And we're about to get into that right now with the word. So we're going to talk about time, and this takes place in the book of Luke 12, verses 16. I have a Bible app right here. It says, "And he told him this parable. The ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, 'What shall I do? I have no place to store my crops.' Then he said, 'This is what I'll do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and there I will store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich toward God.'" So this right here, this is talking about people who think that they have time, who think that who just kick it back, who are like, "I have time, I can serve God later. I can give my life to Christ later. I'll be fine." Guys, I'm here to remind you, and for those who know and who don't know, and just tell y'all that is further from the truth in that book. You guys saw it right there. It says it. Y'all can check yourselves. It says it right there. You do not have time. You don't. That's the biggest lie that Satan uses. One of the biggest lies that he uses. One of the lies that he uses is that he says, "Oh, I'm not real." Another one of the lies that he says is, "You have time." Oh, you have time to repent. You have time to obey God later. You have time to read later. You have time to tell that person about Jesus later. You have time to pray for that for so-and-so later, for this later. You have time is a lie, because you can blink and then boom, you're dead. You're going to blink and boom, you're going to die. Whether that's tomorrow, whether that's when a year from now, a week from now, a month from, you don't know and you never know. And that's not just why we should do it. We should also do it because we love the Lord and we choose to obey him, because we deny ourselves on why we choose to obey and give our heart to God, our life to God, not because, oh, we have so much time, or we don't have enough time. No. Don't do it out of urgency, but do it out of love for him. Right? So that's one thing I want to address. You do not have time. You don't. You don't. Because just like that, you could die. Aneurysm, a whole plane can come crashing in your place. Anything could happen. You can have a heart attack in 5 seconds. Boom. Artery can get clogged. Boom. Dead. Anything could happen. Anything. I mean, you can look stuff up around the world that's happened. It's crazy. All kinds of crazy stuff has happened. So yeah, we cannot believe this delusion that, I have time. I'll get right with God later. No, you don't. You do not have time. Just because, you survived some things, right? Or nothing happened when you expected something to happen does not mean that can't be switched up at any moment. That's Satan and his demons lying to you to get your soul in jeopardy for them, waiting for you in hell. Don't believe those lies, man. And now the next one. The next one we'll be talking about is selfishness. This is oh my gosh, especially in today's age, this is a big problem. Selfishness is a big issue. We have here the rich man and Lazarus. Excuse me for my pacing. I mean, if you guys see my channel, you guys see I tend to pace a lot, but this is talking about the rich man and Lazarus, and this is about about selfishness here and greed. We're about to get into it. So I do tend to stutter and take a bit of some pauses when I read, so y'all excuse me for that. But it says, "There was a rich man who was dressed in purple and fine linen and lived in luxury every day. At his gate was lay a beggar named Lazarus, covered with sores and longing to eat what fell from the rich man's table. Even the dogs came and licked his sores. The time came when the beggar died and the angels carried him to Abraham's side. The rich man who also died was buried in Hades, where he was in torment. He looked up and saw Abraham far away with Lazarus by his side. So he called to him, 'Father, Abraham, have pity on me and send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger and water to cool my tongue. Excuse me for that. Because I am in agony in this fire. But Abraham replied, Son, you remember that in your lifetime you received your good things, while Lazarus received bad things. But now he is comforted here, and you are in agony. And besides all this, between us and you, a great chasm has been set in place, so that those who want to get or to go from here to you cannot, nor can anyone cross over there to us. He answered, Then I beg you, Father, send Lazarus to my family, for I have 5 brothers. Let him warn them, so they will not also come to this place of torment. Abraham replied, They have Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them. No, Father Abraham, he said, but if someone from the dead goes to them, they will repent. He said to them, If they do not listen to Moses and the prophets, they will not be convinced, and even if someone rises from the dead. So there's that. And because of that man's selfishness and his greed, look where that got him. Hell. We cannot be greedy, We cannot be greedy. We have got to be generous. Now, I'm not saying that you should just randomly spend everything to just everybody. No. But what I am saying is, when you have the opportunity and you have the ability to, right? Do it. Not because you feel pressure to. No, it's not because of pressure. No, you shouldn't feel. It's not about doing it because you're pressured or at all. No, it's doing it from generosity, from a love for your neighbor, love for other people, right? Loving the Lord, right? Treating that person as if they were Jesus. That's what it's about. Loving your neighbor as yourself. Now, again, I'm not saying you have to spend all your entire bank account and then you're all broke and you got nothing. You can't even pay any bills or whatever. No, or utilities. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give what you can. Someone's in the street struggling. Give them some food, right? A few dollar bills. Just anything that will help. Preach. Tell them about God. Tell them about Jesus. The word. Help out, right? Do something. Give something. Give to those who are in need. Give to those who can't repay you back. Don't even ask for a repay back. Be generous and kind and loving to others. Because you never know that God is using you to be, a reflection of what Jesus is. You could be the only, Jesus to somebody's life. That's why you have got to be very, very, very wise and careful with how you, present yourself and carry yourself to other people. Especially those who are struggling. Right? But selfishness, look where they got that guy. I don't want the same thing to happen to you guys either. And with, time. Time is a big, big, big problem. And especially for young people thinking, oh yeah, I'll be fine. And just give me like a few years, give me a few years and I'll be good. No. Imagine somebody saying to you, oh yeah, I'll be friends with you in 10, 15, 20 years after I'm done, repeatedly offending you, living how I want, rebelling against you, doing all that I want. Then I'll come live, try to give my life to you. You hear how disrespectful that sounds to God even. It's not even just the fact that you could die. It's also the disrespect that is to God, thinking that we have time. It's a delusion. It's ridiculous. And it's blasphemy practically. So from that perspective, it's blasphemy. I mean, it is. And even, like I said, the selfishness, it's wrong. That's not loving your neighbor. Constantly withholding everything to yourself, never giving at all, trying to be generous, or anything. Right? We have got to give. Give and be selfless. Be selfless and give. And live like you don't have time. And that's what we got to do. Live like we don't have time. And the only time we have is to serve the Lord. That is how we got to live. Not, we have time to do whatever. We can just chill. No, you don't. And even if you did, it wouldn't be worth it. Because it's a life of broad destruction. A broad way to hell. That's what it is. So, be selfless, and understand that you don't have time. For any sin and your rebellion, the day of salvation is today. Repent, turn to God, give him your life, spend time with him, do what he's called you to do. Whatever it is, do it and turn to him. God bless you all. I love each and every one of y'all, but nowhere near as much as the Lord. Y'all have a good one.